This week on TransWorldSport.
The sport of telemark skiing has its origins in 19th century Norway. It was developed by Sondre Norheim, the so-called father of modern skiing, in 1868, when he displayed his new turning technique at a national skiing competition. Using bindings only connected by the toes, telemark skiing combines cross-country or Nordic touring with downhill turns and is named after the region in Norway where Norheim lived. Also known as free heel skiing, it uses lighter, more versatile equipment, allowing the skier greater freedom and the ability to venture into wilder terrain. Whilst Norway remains the sport's spiritual home, this month we travel to Italy for one of Europe's largest telemark skiing festivals. Now, in its 12th year, the Polartec Scufoneda is Italy's most important telemark and freeride skiing event. Organised by Scufons del Cogo, a non-profit organisation based in the mountain town of Moena, the week-long festival attracts hundreds of telemark skiers to the Dolomites each year. The event appeals to skiers of all standards, from beginners and children who want to learn to telemark to the experts entering the international competitions. Felice Canclini is in charge of the Scufoneda week.
In the first few years, it was almost solely Italian people who came here. But these last 3 years, thanks to a twinning with Colorado, we've had more people coming from the United States. And this year we have 18 young Americans. There are also people from Australia, New Zealand, the Pyrenees, France, Austria and Germany. This is a very positive thing, and I hope the number of foreigners will continue to increase.
The addition of the Scufoneda to the telemark circuit 4 years ago has helped increase the event's international appeal. And now the week attracts more than 500 participants from all over Europe and even further afield. Mark Tyson is one of the American telemarkers who've travelled to Italy for this year's festival.
Well, coming from the United States, telemark skiing, it's a popular sport that is growing pretty fast. My personal endeavor on it was my wife going and doing cross-country skiing with skinny skis, and we'd ski and we'd see the mountains and look around, and you'd see a ton of good stuff to ski, but you couldn't ski it with skinny skis. So I bought telemark equipment, and then we could just go ski anywhere we wanted. You'd see something really nice, go ski fresh snow. And that's kind of the reason behind it.
The USA is home to some of the world's largest telemark festivals, and when freeheel skiing lost some of its popularity during the 20th century, the United States was largely responsible for the sport's resurgence as an alternative to traditional alpine skiing.
I think that a couple things that people don't know is that telemark skiing is actually easier on your knees than alpine skiing because you don't put as much pressure. Once you get your quads built up a little bit, it's not that bad. It's actually looks as though you're doing lunges the entire time, but once you get the technique down, your legs are fine. It's not as difficult.
One of the main appeals of telemark is that it offers skiers easier access to off-piste, free-ride terrain. Since 2006, the main event of the Scufoneda week has been the Freeride Cup. Open to snowboarders, telemark and alpine skiers, the Cup is a speed test down the mountain, with participants negotiating 950 metres of off-piste powder as fast as possible. This year's competition takes place on the tricky north face of the Col Margherita at the Passo San Pellegrino, so helmets and back supports are a necessity. fastest man down the mountain is local alpine skier Matteo De Francesco, who completes the course in 1 minute 36 seconds, 19 seconds faster than anyone else. But the fastest freeheel skier is Joey Wallace from Colorado. The American finishes in 2 minutes and 16 seconds to claim a surprise win in the Telemark discipline.
I didn't even know I had a chance. I didn't think I was even going to be on the podium. I was actually out photographing, and didn't think I was even going to make the awards. And I knew I had a good top, but then I took a good fall on the bottom, and thought I just blew my chance. But everyone started coming up to me smiling when I showed up at the awards, and I just started getting. I mean, I was tearing up. It was amazing. I haven't had this great of an experience in a long time, and it's made my year.
This year's Scufoneda also witnesses the second edition of the Italian National Telemark Championship, an event officially recognized by the Italian Ski Federation. Taking place near the town of Moena, it's a classic sprint, a downhill ski race that combines telemark with slalom, skating and ski jumping. The course also involves a 360-degree turn and a short cross-country element where skiers sprint for 20 meters using the freestyle or skate technique. Split into age categories, there's a prize of €250 on offer for the male and female champions. Out of the 50 competitors, this year's overall champion is Nicola Cusini from Livigno, who wins in a time of 1 minute and 23 seconds.
At the moment, right now, it's a prestigious event here in Italy. In the future, when Telemark becomes more popular in Italy, winning here will be even more prestigious. Nonetheless, it's still great to win now because you are still the Italian champion. But of course, it will be even better in the future. I'm sure this sport will become more and more popular in Italy because there are many more talented young people becoming interested in it and practicing it.
With the Italian town of Livigno hosting another of the world's largest telemark skiing festivals each year, the discipline's popularity in Italy is not in doubt. Meanwhile, the Polartec Scufoneda itself is certainly playing an important role in helping to increase the sport's appeal worldwide.
This event that they put on for the Scufons in the Val di Fassa region is fantastic. They bring in a lot of people. They have an amazing venue, as you guys saw. Really good athletes are starting to come now and present themselves here, and I think it's going to be a growing event every year. And as long as we get, this many meters of snow every year, then it shouldn't be a problem.